And Wheeler Digital is a full-service digital advertising agency. We're located in Roanoke. We specialize in media planning, online ad buying, reporting, and optimization of campaigns. It's important for you to know that we don't use a cookie cutter approach to digital marketing because your business is different from every other business, and it needs to be treated that way. The first thing we do with Wheeler is discover your business's unique needs and goals. Then we customize a campaign to reach your specific customer and then create a message that speaks to your target. So today we're going to share some insights on how social media has brought the world closer during the past few weeks and some ways that your business can use social media right now to reach and stay in touch with your customers. So I'll introduce our digital director, Freddie Wright, and he's going to go into more detail and share some helpful tips.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Cindy. As you can see here on the screen, today's webinar is being recorded, so if you'll please mute your phone. That's just so we can give this to you later to go back to and reference the slides that we're going through. We'll also post this up on wheelerdigital.com. There will be time for questions at the end, so even though your phones are muted, we would ask that if you have a question as we're going through this, you could use the Zoom group chat feature that's available. I have the chat box pulled up now. So if you have questions as we go through, feel free to send it over to me. Otherwise, we can take questions at the end. There are still a few people joining the room, but we'll go ahead and get started here. So as Cindy mentioned just now, we're all here today because right now it's crazy. You know, we're living in a different world and we want to stay connected to those around us, our customers. You know, some of our stores are not open, our businesses are not open, but it's still important to reach out to them and stay in touch with them. So here are just a few stats that we pulled. So all of this, the virus, quarantine, it's pushed internet usage up 70%, and that's according to Forbes. And as we look a little bit further into that, specifically Facebook usage is at a record high. So just last week, Facebook released Q1 earnings and statistics, and Facebook is saying that it is at a record high usage. Engagement is increasing 61% over normal usage rates. Again, that's according to Forbes. And as we look at a few more stats here, Facebook has said in first quarter, daily users jumped 11% over first quarter 2019 to 1.7 billion Facebook users, and monthly users increased 10% up to 2.6 billion. So talking about Facebook and social media, it's definitely the place to be right now to stay in touch with your customers. We have some examples here that we'll get to of what other companies are doing. But of course, we all know we're all using social media ourselves on the personal and professional level. And when it matters most, people are turning to social media for those updates and that connection. Businesses more than ever are prioritizing connection over conversions. They're just staying in touch with their customers. They're doing good things out in the community, you know, and they're just keeping present using social media. You see this at the individual level, you know, just families and friends interacting with one another, but also messages of support and solidarity. Suddenly, those are overshadowing selfies. You know, back in March when all of this started happening, it was selfie world all over Facebook and Instagram, but you don't see that so much anymore. And in my opinion, that's a good thing. So here are a few businesses that have chosen to prioritize connections. Again, Facebook has released these and chosen to highlight these specific businesses. You could find them right now if you just go to the Facebook business website. But a few that we wanted to go through and highlight is the Cincinnati Zoo being one of those. The Cincinnati Zoo decided since they had to close, they would bring the safari to kids at home. So what a great way to stay in front of, you know, potential new zoo members and just connect the world with this safari. You know, field trips were canceled and kids just can't get out and they're doing homeschooling. So the Cincinnati Zoo bringing some fun to the kids at home. This is a yoga place in New York City, and they're offering a full schedule of live classes. What better way to stay in front of people than using the Facebook tool of Facebook Live? This one is a baby food company, and they're offering free baby food to moms in need. If you know moms in this area can't get out to buy the food that they need, they're offering it to them. Here's another one. It's Old Town Books. They're keeping their customers connected by offering just a virtual book club and a writing class, and they do this using their Facebook page. All of that being said, that takes into account everything that's happened since COVID-19 started. So we know that Facebook is the place to be right now. But historically, building upon that, looking at this graph here, in 2019, it was still the place to be. So looking back, we know Facebook and Instagram are still the most popular apps. As far as users, Facebook is number one and Instagram is number two in every adult demographic. You can see here on the screen, Facebook is number one everywhere from ages 18 to ages 65 plus. So Facebook and Instagram are the places to be spending your time. 68% of US adults are using Facebook and 35% are using Instagram. And they're using it a lot. In fact, 74% of Facebook users are visiting the Facebook site daily, and 51% are going several times a day. So Facebook, by far, is the number one, with Instagram coming in as the number two social platform. So posting to your Facebook or your Instagram page, of course, it's free. You should be doing it. But what we're going to show you today is don't spend a lot of time doing it. Don't spend a lot of time with your posting. Why? Facebook has set into play an algorithm that allows only 2% of your fans to see a post that goes up on your Facebook page. So we work with a business that has 80,000 Facebook followers. They pour a lot of time into their Facebook page. However, of that 80,000 that's in their Facebook fan page, only 2% are ever seeing a post that's going up on that Facebook page. Facebook, in fact, has said a day would come when you have to pay to play. So we've all experienced and seen Facebook ads on Facebook, Instagram. It's a good time to point out now, Facebook actually owns Instagram. So as far as the advertising features that are available on Facebook, all of those same ones are also available on Instagram. So again, they have said increasingly, the day will come when you have to pay to play. And we kind of see that taking shape now with that new algorithm where only 2% of your fans are ever seeing what you're posting on your Facebook business page. Looking at Instagram, only 70% of Instagram posts are not getting seen. Instagram's new algorithm, again, focuses more on things that you've engaged with previously when it chooses the content that you will see. So it's guessing. It's using its algorithm to say, I'm going to show this content over something else because it's similar to what they've engaged with previously. So all that being said, looking at those, we know this is the place to be, Facebook and Instagram. However, all of our posts aren't being seen by all of our fans and followers. So what should you post to increase the likelihood of being seen? So our tips are to use Facebook and Instagram social media to create awareness. Tell your next customer who you are, what your mission is, the attitude, customer service. What type of customer service do you want to convey? Convey that online right now on social media. Communicate expertise with relevant content building, authority content that allows your personality to shine through. Don't make it all business, polished, professional. Let your personality shine through. After all, your business is unique, like Cindy was saying at the beginning of this call. So we encourage you to let that shine through. Also important to engage with your customers. Now is a better time than ever. We are all doing the same thing. We're all working from home. As some of you were joining just now, I was seeing your webcams. Most of us are at home. Some are in the office. Go live. We're all doing this the same way. So don't be ashamed to go live from home, or if you have a chance to go to the business, do something from there. Wheeler Digital does a video series that we post a couple times a week. So post a series or do a how-to video, just think outside of the box right now more than ever. Also, we showed some examples of this a few minutes ago, but support your followers, not only by doing cool interactive things, but also, respond to their comments, respond quickly to any questions, be positive and helpful, and listen to critiques. One of the best advice points that we can give is don't ignore anything that comes in bad. Any reviews that come in that aren't the best, you want to respond to those first and take care of that in the public light so that all of your potential customers know about your customer service and that you are willing to take care of your customers. All of that being said, how often should you be socializing? So on Facebook, it really depends. Some rules of thumb that we like to share is if you have less than 10,000 followers, posting once a day or less is the rule of thumb. Once you kind of cross that threshold and you exceed one post each post gets 60% fewer clicks per post. So huge drop. Once you get above 10,000 followers, our rule of thumb is to post 1 to 2 times a day. That's kind of what works the best. It leads to the most interactivity. You actually get 32% more engagement if you post on Saturday and Sunday, and you get 18% more engagement when you post on Thursday and Friday. The best hours to post on Facebook, well, what national research shows is 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. You'll actually get the most clicks if you post at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the most shares if you post at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, this is all based on national statistics, but we here at Wheeler Digital like to focus on the individual business. Your business is very unique than everyone else on this call and everyone else that is listening to this webinar. So we have some tools here to show you, although the national average says the best hours to post are 9, 1, and 3, that is not necessarily true for your individual business. Looking at Instagram here, quality matters. When it comes to posting on Instagram, 1 to 2 posts a day if you're publishing content that provides value. When should you post? Monday and Thursday are the best days to post on Instagram. And the best hours? Well, posting a video at 9 o'clock gets 34% more interactions on Instagram. The hour to avoid, for whatever reason, according to national research, on Instagram, you want to avoid that 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock hour. It's best to post on Instagram actually during off work hours rather than during the workday. All of that brings us to this point. We want to share some insights about Instagram, Facebook, and how you can look at your page's data and see when people are coming to your Facebook and Instagram sites and what they're actually doing when they get there. This is called Facebook Insights. So when you open your Facebook business page, you can actually click in the upper horizontal bar, click on Insights. I have it circled there in red with a red arrow pointing to it. So when you click on Insights, what that opens is Facebook Insights. For those of you who have a website, you should have Google Analytics installed on your website. If you don't, that's a totally different topic. We do have a white paper on that we're happy to share out with you though. What Google Analytics allows you to do is see of the people that are coming to your website, what are they doing on your site? How much time are they spending? Where do they live? Where are they coming to your website from? What websites are directing them there? Once they're on your site, not only how much time are they spending there, but what pages are they going to? It's an incredible tool to help you understand what people are doing on your website. Facebook has developed a very similar tool right here, and it's called Facebook Insights, and that's what this actually is going to show you. So what we're going to do with Facebook Insights is learn what your business's specific fans and followers want. I gave you all of that national research and from the national studies, but now we're going to drill down and look at your business specifically. So when we click on Insights, a screen like this comes up. We're going to focus some time on this left-hand gray bar. We're going to go through a few of these segments here in the left-hand gray bar, the first being the overview. So when you click on overview, the first thing that I encourage you to do is change this default from the last 7 days to the last 28 days. This gives us a better, wider range of a picture to see what your customers are doing on your Facebook page. So once we change it to the last 28 days, then we can go through these different blocks that are appearing on the overview page inside of Facebook Insights. For some of you who are more digital savvy, you'll know and understand what some of these terms mean, like page views. However, for those of you who are new to this or may have forgotten some of the terms or might get confused with some of the terms, always know that that information button, the circle that you see there, the gray circle, you can click that at any time inside of Facebook Insights overview, and it actually gives you a definition of what each of these terms mean. So you can see here, page views is defined by Facebook as the number of times a page's profile has been viewed by logged in and logged out people. So in the last 28 days, looking at this example on your screen, you can see that 323 times has their Facebook page been viewed by logged in and logged out people. Continuing across the page, if we look down here at the bottom, post engagements. Here we can see the number of times people have actually engaged with your post through likes, comments, and shares. Going a step further in that left-hand gray box, if we click on reach, What this shows us is how many people your posts are actually reaching. We said in the beginning that that new Facebook algorithm equates to about a reach of 2%. Only 2% of people who like your Facebook page will ever see a Facebook post. So this tells you exactly which post got the most interactivity and the most reach. So again, change your dates there at the top of the screen to look at a start and end date with a pretty wide range. And then there at the bottom, it shows you the graph, the post reach, allowing you to see the number of people who had any post from your page enter the screen. Facebook does clarify that this number is an estimate. It's also important to point out here, the light orange is organic interactivity. And then if you were running any paid interactivity, paid posts on Facebook, it would show up as a different color. So we can see, looking at this right here from this screenshot, February 6th was the peak post reach for this business that we've screenshotted. So with them, we would sit down and go back and look at content that happened on February 6th to figure out what they posted and try to replicate that in more scenarios. If we continue to scroll down under reach, what we'll come to is a section called reactions, comments, shares, and more. So with that, what we can see is the number of people who reacted to post, the number of people who commented on our post, the number of people who shared or took some type of other action. We can see here, again, this dark purple line again correlates with that February 4th through 6th date range. Whatever this company posted on those dates had the most reactions on Facebook. So that is something that this company needs to take a look at and start posting more of that relevant content. Back to that left-hand gray bar, if we click on page views, what it brings us to is a section here that allows us to see, once people come to your Facebook page, what are they clicking on by section? So most people, you will find, as evident here with this green bar that you see, most people are going to your business's Facebook homepage. From there, you can see how many people are going to your post, how many people are clicking on the About page, how many people are going to your photo gallery, and community if that's applicable to you. So again, just helps you to understand what people are doing more and more in depth on your Facebook page. Scrolling down a little bit further, this actually shows you the top sources of where your Facebook traffic is coming from. So here, the dark blue line we can see is coming from Facebook Direct. Any websites or blogs that are linking to your page, to your Facebook business page, would show up here. We can see here the purple line. Some people are getting to us by searching us on Google. T.co and DuckDuckGo or other websites that are pointing to our Facebook page. So it just allows us to see over the last time frame that we've chosen to look at where that traffic was coming from. Back to that left-hand gray bar, if we click under Facebook Insights on the words Actions on Page, again, set your date range in the upper right-hand corner, but what this allows you to do is see the number of people who are going to your Facebook page and then clicking to get directions to your shop. How many people are clicking directly to your website? How many people are clicking your phone number and calling you directly from Facebook? All of these things are shown here on the bar graph. As we can see here, we got some website clicks and some directions clicks. If you have a Facebook business page and you have not populated your address or your phone number or your website on those, I encourage you to do so. And if you need help, feel free to reach out to us at Wheeler Digital. You can get in touch with us by going to wheelerdigital.com, or at the end, I'll put up a screen with my direct email address. You could also reach out to Cindy, who introduced us today and started off the call. Back to that left-hand gray bar. This time, this is my favorite part. If we get into posts, if we click on post in that left-hand gray bar, what this is going to show us, in comparison to the national research that I showed you in the beginning, where the best hours to post were, 9, 11, and 3, this is showing you for your specific Facebook page when your fans are online. So you can see there, right there, between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Tuesday to Friday are the best days for this particular business to post on Facebook. And if you go to the section on your Facebook business page under Facebook Insights, it will tell you information very specific for your business. If I were in front of this business right now, I would tell them after 9 p.m., don't waste your time. Look at that interactivity, how it drops off. Nobody's engaging after 9 o'clock. Looking at the bottom of the page, what we can see now is every single post that we have made in the recent history and the reach that each of those posts got. So we can see here the post that went up on February 26th, it had a reach of 59. The post that went up on February 25th, it had a reach of 68. But if we go down a little bit further, the post on February 22nd, that's our highest so far in this screen capture. That was 90. So what we would want to do is take a look at that content and try to replicate some of that. It also shows us engagement there on the right-hand side as far as number of post clicks, reactions, comments, everything you could ask for. It's right here at your fingertips. Also, if you click on post tops, across the top, what it allows you to see is what type of content your users are consuming the best. So in this scenario, you can see the average reach for a photo is 233. As far as sharing out website links, that gets some higher interactivity as well. But we know for sure here that photos are what's getting the best and highest interactivity for this particular business. If we go back down the left-hand gray bar, we click on post again. What this allows us to see is top posts from pages that we watch. In this scenario, what we are able to do is set 5 or more businesses that we want to watch their posts. We want to know what they're doing. Sure, it's easy enough for us to go out on a daily basis and go and seek out information on the competitor and go to their Facebook pages and see what content they posted last night and how it's engaging with people. But right here, this does it for you. So in Facebook Insights, if you click left-hand gray bar, if you click post and then top post from pages to watch, you can tell it 5 or more businesses that you want to watch. And in this example, what it's telling us is this business, these are the most recent posts that they've made, and this is the engagement that they've gotten. If I were sitting in front of you in a classroom type setting right now, I guarantee you everybody's hand would go up right now and ask, will my competitor know that I'm watching them? And the answer is no. Just like you can Google them or go to their Facebook page without them knowing that you're spying on them, you can do this without them knowing as well. Back to that left-hand gray bar, if we click on people toward the bottom of the bar, what we want to look at is the number of people, yes, that are coming to our Facebook page, but what demographic are they? This shows us very specifically for your Facebook fan page what demographics they are. So we can see here in the screenshot, 83% of this businesses are women. Most are coming from the Lynchburg area, as we can see there, with Roanoke in a close second. And we can see their demographics. Most are women between 35 to 54. So we want to definitely make content that speaks to that audience. Again, all of these are tools to help you customize the content right now, especially during this pandemic where social is bringing everyone together. Taking a look at this, posting to your social media pages organically, putting posts out there on a couple times a week, that's something that you can do yourself or you could have a staff person do. You all are the experts at your business. You run your business like no one else can. You know it in and out. And if Cindy or I were to try to step into your shoes, we'd have no idea as far as running your business and what you do. Likewise, when it comes to placing your ads on Facebook and Instagram, you want to call in the experts. We like to say that we're experts. We know we are. We're qualified partners in selling all of this stuff. Here's an example. Why you need an expert to buy your ads? I think a lot of us can relate to this right now. We're doing haircuts at home. A couple weeks ago, I had my girlfriend cut my hair. I was scared, but I let her do it. We got through it. It's decent. So this guy here, he's saying, I cut my own hair. Yeah, sure. It's cheaper to do it yourself. You can place Facebook and social ads yourself to reach more people. However, it's time consuming. Will you like the results? And would that time be better spent on your business, what you know how to do and what you're an expert at? So what we want to do is show you some examples of Facebook ads that are available to you. So again, you're the expert at what you do. You should post the content on your social media pages. When it comes to advertising, let a qualified digital agency help. A reputable digital agency like us here at Wheeler Digital, we have tools available to help you customize your social campaign and any other campaign digitally that you want to do. And we will be able to help you reach and see how much available inventory that you can get in front of. So we take your demographic, your geography, and the people that you want to reach, and we actually have software that says, of those people with this budget, I would be able to get in front of this percentage of people. I'm going to kind of stop with that right there, and I'm going to say, if you should choose to evaluate a digital provider, we actually have a list of in-depth questions that you should ask. I can email that to you. Again, I'll put my email address up at the end of this presentation. You can chat me here in the chat box. We'll get this to you. We want to be a resource. We want to help you make the best choice. We hope you go with Wheeler Digital should you look at buying any digital ads, but we do have that list of questions available should you start to evaluate someone. That being said, I want to show you all of the ad types that are available socially that any reputable digital agency would have. Do know that Wheeler Digital has a few tools that allow us to do this better. We can get really in-depth and really precise, and again, we can show you that targeted available inventory and do a lot of different things. So just keep that in mind as we're looking at these. So you've all probably experienced these using social, especially Facebook. Any of these ad types that you see here on the screen can be display or video. Probably the most popular is called the carousel ad, which is there on the left-hand side. They also have collection ads and event response ads. Some of you may, in fact, have seen an event post on the Wheeler Digital page that was shared out by the Chamber. That might be how you found out about this webinar today. You can also do recruitment with job listing ads on Facebook, or you could do branded content where your business actually teams up with a social influencer and does some branded content type ads. I have some more specifics on each of these. Looking at this, when it comes to the carousel ad, I actually have an example there on the screen. What this allows us to do is to highlight up to 10 different images or videos, with each of those images or videos linking through to a different landing page on your website. So think of it this way, for those of you who are selling products, you could show up to 10 different images or videos of 10 different separate products and link them through to different landing pages on your website. With this, the call to action button on each of these can range from anything, click to call now, click to send message, learn more, which would link them straight to your website, a shop now button. We could also have get directions, where it would actually open the mapping function and get them to your business location, as we're all starting to think about reopening our businesses and getting customers back in our doors. So the carousel, what we can do with that, there are thousands of targeting categories available that we can get out there and really drill down and target your perfect demographic and your next customer. This one is more so for businesses who have an e-commerce site. This is called a collection ad. Again, a popular one, especially for big national brands. You can see there on the left-hand side, when you click this, it actually opens up products that you can explore within the Facebook app. So right here, it shows you on full screen where users can actually scroll through images and videos that link through to your website. You can see here it also says schedule a consultation. So if someone were to click that ad, it actually takes them to a form to schedule out a consultation. As far as promoting an event, again, we see a lot of these event posts being shared around right now, but there is the ability to reach more people than simply that 2% that you're reaching as far as your Facebook likes right now. And this is a boosted promote your event ad. So with this, what we can do is we can create an event response ad, and it links to an event page on your Facebook business page. If someone clicks interested, they will of course get any updates that you put out about that event. But also if they click going, you will know that they're planning to come to your event. They will also get any updates about your event. This is really an effective way to get in front of event attendees. Again, thousands of targeting categories available to specifically target that person who would be attending your event. Available again on both Facebook and Instagram are recruitment ads, job listing ads. With this, it actually allows potential people who are applying for a job with you to apply right on the Facebook page. They never have to leave the Facebook platform to fill out this application, and it comes directly to you. So in this instance, the example here on the left-hand side, if somebody clicks apply now, this application actually pops up inside of the Facebook app. If they click the apply now button, they're asked for their simple information, Facebook actually pre-populates everything that it already knows about the user. So a very easy way to gather information. And then there at the bottom, you can actually ask them to add their experience and their education. All they do is click send and it comes directly to your inbox. So what a great way to recruit. I mentioned a minute ago, social influencer, and that's definitely a buzzword right now as we see a lot of celebrities teaming with brands to do endorsement type ads. Also know that this is available on the local level with any local media personalities. You can see here the example is a media group teamed with a heating and air company, and they've got very specific with the radio station to say, we know our people listen to radio on this station. Now we want to tap into that and give ourselves credibility by tying the two brands together, basically. So this is called a branded content ad. They're ads that look like a post from the Facebook page of a media group that feature your business. The ads also, again, only appear in the newsfeed of the people that you want to target. As far as where these ads will run and where they'll show up, Facebook Premium is what Wheeler Digital offers. So Facebook Premium would allow you to get all of your ads shown across all of those devices and platforms that you see here on your screen. So also, in addition to showing up in the Facebook news feed, your ads would show up inside of Facebook Messenger, Facebook Audience Network, Facebook Instant Articles, and Facebook Marketplace. Going into those just a little bit, again, newsfeed is right there, the content that you would see if you were scrolling through and looking at photos of your friends and family. We're not buying ads on the right-hand side. Those just don't get interactivity. So if a digital agency were to tell you that they can get you a lower cost by showing ads there on that right-hand side, sure, they could get you a lower cost, but the eyeballs that will see your ads are slim to none. I think we've all kind of trained ourselves to block out that right-hand side. So it's a good idea to only get your ads shown there in the newsfeed. As far as Messenger, right now especially, people are using Facebook Messenger to stay in touch with friends and family. Before all of this, Facebook Messenger was the #1 mobile app as far as number of downloads. And actually that has seen a spike of 50% since all of this virus quarantining stuff started. So your ads would also be seen inside of Facebook Messenger. Your ads could be a part of Facebook Audience Network with Wheeler Digital. What this allows us to do is follow people off of Facebook. So when we sign up for Facebook, we tell them everything. We tell them our likes, our dislikes. They know our friends, our family. They know places that we've been and concerts we've attended because we've checked in. They know everything about us. So what this allows them to do is take everything that we've told them and continue to follow them, your next customer, continue to follow your next customer as they go about their daily web browsing habits. So if they are logged into Facebook, we can then continue to target them based on what we know about them through Facebook as they go and they check the weather, or they go and check sports scores, or they're going and they're reading the news. Wherever they're going outside of Facebook on big name, top tier premium websites in the geography where your campaign is running, these ads would continue to follow them as part of Facebook Audience Network. In fact, 15% fewer conversions on average when you remove Audience Network as a placement. So if you're just running newsfeed ads that we talked about a minute ago, 15% fewer conversions is what you would be getting. So Facebook Audience Network is definitely a good way to continue to reach people even when they're not on Facebook. This one is newer to Facebook. It's called Facebook Instant Articles. It's actually where breaking news loads instantly inside of the newsfeed of the user. This gives us a capability to show ads there as well. Looking at this, we know that people who are browsing Facebook Marketplace, especially right now, I think we are all looking forward to the day that we can get back out and shop safely. I think if you all are like me, you know, every day my doorbell rings and it's a delivery from somewhere. Facebook Marketplace has seen a surge in usage as well. So we know these people have money to spend, so why not get your ad shown there as well? So again, we can take that same creative from any other ad and use it to target people inside of Facebook Marketplace. And in fact, some people might ask, never used Facebook Marketplace before. How does it work? Well, 1 in 3 people actually uses it, and it's basically an online yard sale. Businesses can also post products from shops that they own, and it's just a great way to get in front of people who have money to spend. All of those same things that we talked about go for Instagram as well. All of those running inside of the news feed. And in fact, 72% of users have actually bought a product that they saw on Instagram. I think Instagram is definitely the social media built for influencers, because the pictures are always just perfect and they make you feel like you need the product. So Instagram is a great place to be as well. I keep talking about the different ways that we can target your next perfect customer. There's just a few of the thousands of categories that we can use to target that next person who you want to shop with you or have as a customer. A few of those are on the screen here, but again, we can customize based on your business, your goals. We don't take a cookie cutter approach. It's definitely very specific to what you want to do. Another tool that we have available is any CRM list that you have, or any list of previous customers that you have. We can take a list of previous customers, upload it, and do a Facebook match. And what that allows us to do is only show ads to those people that you wish to target. So maybe it's someone who shopped with you 5 years ago or more, and you know that the product that they bought 5 years ago or longer now needs repair, it needs to be replaced, they need a new one, something of that nature. So we could take your CRM list of customers who shopped with you 5 years ago or prior, match it to their Facebook login accounts, and only show ads to those people, inviting them to come back in and replace their product with you. That being said, we can also build out a lookalike audience to say, we want to reach people who most closely match those people who have already shopped with me. This kind of sums up everything. You know, if you buy Facebook ads on your own, who knows, you might be able to do some of these things, but know for absolute certainty that we can do it. We are experts at doing it. Again, you're experts at your business and running your business. We're experts in the digital advertising industry, and we're here to help you. Everything that we've talked about today, we've actually written a white paper that's available, a Facebook Insights Guide to Understanding a Business Facebook Page Analytics. If you would like that, you could reach out to me. My email address is there on the page. We're happy to send that to you. Also, I mentioned this before, should you come to the point where you're ready to evaluate a qualified digital partner, we have a list of questions that you should ask anyone that you're looking at. We are in the Roanoke area. We operate, a full-scale digital agency across the country with campaigns and businesses across the country, but we're in Roanoke. We're right down the street. So what better way for us to be able to work locally and keep business local? So we would love to talk to you.